Professor Ramashankar Verma, who has joined in online mode, and who is the chairperson of this session and director of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad. Dr. Renu Jain, Vice Chancellor, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, who is our first speaker, and she has also joined in online mode. I welcome on the dais our next speaker, Dr. Subhash R. Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor, Rashtrasant Tukadoji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur, and Professor R.V.R. Krishnachelam, Vice Chancellor, Voxen University, Hyderabad. Sir, please.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
I would also like to remind the persons in charge to take care of the recommendation sheets.
Can we start? Can you hear me, please?
May I invite Professor S.C. Srivastava to come and present a bouquet, our floral welcome to Dr. Subhash Chaudhary. Sir. I request Professor R. Subramani to come and present a sapling to Professor R.V.R. Krishnachelam. I would like to introduce the dignitaries in short. Our chairperson, Professor Ramashankar Verma, who is director of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, is an eminent scholar with a lot of work in the areas of stem cell and molecular biology and biotechnology. He has had several stints at institutions abroad, especially in America and Australia, as researcher and teacher. And he has also worked in the industry with the famous company Lupin as head of pharmacology division. And he has been a receiver of several awards. Notable among them were National Academy of Sciences Fellow Award, Senior Scientist Award, Genome Pioneer Recognition Award, and several others. His areas of research in particular are stem cell and cardiac tissue. I welcome you, sir. Thank you for joining this session in online mode. Our first speaker, Dr. Renu Jain, who has also joined the session in online mode, Madam Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya Indore ki Kulpati hain, and her higher studies with high accolades have been from Jivaji University, Gwalior, from where she did her higher education. And she has held commendable positions as a student, and she was a UGC Junior Research Fellow also. And she has worked in advanced areas of mathematical sciences such as light theory and special functions, fractional calculus, and mathematical modeling. She has produced several PhD scholars and has several published papers to her credits. And she has been on various academic bodies of several universities. Thank you, madam, again for joining us. Our next speaker is Dr. Subhash R. Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor of Rashtrasant Tukadoji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. With more than 30 years of experience as an administrator and teacher, sir belongs to the field of civil engineering, with pioneering work there. He has experience of having supervised many PhDs projects and has many publications, notable publications to his credit. He has been principal of various colleges and has worked actively as member of professional and academic bodies. Sir, if I could take a moment to welcome you. मान्यवर याच्या मी शब्द सुमनानी स्वागत करतो. I hope my Marathi was well enough. And
We understood.
lastly, our third speaker of the session, Dr. R.V.R. Krishna Chelam, Vice Chancellor of Voxen University, Hyderabad. Sir, swagatam. Chelam sir holds a PhD in environmental science and technology, and he has worked extensively in that area. He has held important positions at several institutions, and he has 8 years of industry experience and a lot of projects of national and international importance with World Bank, DFID, and several other agencies. One of his important research research has been in the area of developing effective wireless sensor network and system for water quality and quality monitoring, which is going to benefit a large section of population, especially in rural areas. Welcome, sir. Without further formalities, I would like to hand over the session to our chairperson, sir,
Yes.
with permission, you can take over the proceedings and invite
Okay.
these.
Thank you so much for giving me opportunity on this conference where the learned and the dignitaries are sitting on the dais as well as the in audience. I welcome you and good evening all of you for these things. I think this is a very important session that we are going to speak on the innovations and entrepreneurship here. And we have a 3 speaker going to do that because I do not have the list of those things, but I'll request them that please be concise in your presentation and talk and to the point. And I think, is there any time limit? I don't know how much time limit you are going to give me each speaker, but I think 10 to 15 minutes should be more than enough to see that. And when we, in the last, we'll have a question answer in those areas. So I'll invite the first speaker. Please come and deliver the talk and
Thank you,
speak.
sir. That's right, 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes for each speaker. And the first speaker is Professor Renu Jain.
Okay, Professor Renu Jain is from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya. I think before she start, I want to say something that I've been rejected from the Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya when I applied for the lecturership in 1984. So I think this is the one thing which I always remember, but I'm glad that I'm looking somebody who is going to speak on entrepreneurship. Please go ahead and tell about your views about entrepreneurship and also innovations. Professor Renu Jain.
Thank you so much, sir. Doctor, can you hear me, sir, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
And sir, please allow me to share my screen because I have prepared a presentation for the same.
Please share the screen.
I think you have to, the host has to allow.
Yes, they will allow it, sure.
Good.
Yeah, it is coming now.
Is it clear, sir?
Yeah, you have to start from the 0.
Yes,
I mean,
yes, please.
slide 1.
Yeah.
Make it full screen.
Yes, sir. Full screen. Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, it's not full screen yet, but you can try one more time. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Please
sir.
go
Thank you so much, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Chairman, sir, Honorable guest, and all students and all my dear participants. At the outset, I extend a very good afternoon to all of you. In the brief, I shall be drawing your attention on the innovation and entrepreneurship, which is the topic of today's lecture, today's session. And also, I will be telling you about the activities we initiated at Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore. As we know that our university draws its name from the illustrious ruler of Indore region, Ma Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar. She ruled for about 30 years from 1765. She has been known for innovations and the path-breaking reforms she undertook during her times in the areas of governance, infrastructure, development, and entrepreneurship. Our university caters to educational needs of more than 8 regions developed, 8 regions of district of MP Indore on one hand, and the needs of the tribal and rural backward districts of the state on the other hand. Actually, our jurisdiction goes over 8 districts. Out of that, 8 divisions are, I should say. Out of that, 7 are mainly they are having more tribal population. So the majority of population is tribal. So as we know, this is our vision and mission, just to educate and empowering the learners to realize their potential through righteous blending of knowledge, skills, and values of serving the society. So these are the salient features of our university. We have already started implementation of new education policy. We also have a Deen Dayal Upadhyay Kaushal Kendra, which was established with the help of UGC, and here we look for skill development and vocational education. We have also started the incubation center, where all the startups and these type of efforts are nurtured. So, and we have also established recently a Section 8 company, which is a dedicated effort towards promoting innovation and entrepreneurship. The center has received a substantial grant of rupees 5 crores from Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, last year. We also have a UGC approved Center for Distance and Online Education. This Center for Educational Multimedia and Research is very well known, and most of the persons working in the film industry, and they are from our EMRC. We are also having research and postdoctoral fellowship. We have established our own research and postdoctoral fellowships also. This year, actually, we are completing 60 years of our establishment. So this year, we are celebrating our Diamond Jubilee year. So in this year, we have started postdoctoral fellowship from the university only. This is our, we are accredited with A+ grade with the score 3.30, and our NIRF ranking is also in the band 101 to 150. We have about 280 affiliated colleges, and we have 31 UTDs, and total in all colleges, including all the colleges, we have more than 3 lakhs of students. In UTDs, we have around 10,000 students. And so these are the existing land we are having is 260 acres. Earlier, handsome land was allotted to her, but to our university. But due to some highways, etc., the land was reduced. So these are our other positions. We have around 400 positions for teaching, and out of that, only 286 teachers are there. So these are the infrastructural constructions. We have examination center, IT center, convention and exhibition center, a good auditorium, and faculty quarters are there. Sports infrastructure is there. So these are the existing resources we are having. These are again some hostels are there. The facilities for all physically challenged Divyang persons are there. Botanical garden is there, and these are the equipments to be procured. We have made a presentation for that. So these are the we have applied for the RUSA PM Usha component. So for that, these are the requirement. These are the number of proposed new courses. These are the number of patents. This is just an idea. ये कौन सी होगी? ये तो गलत आ गई. Just a minute. ये तो दूसरा आ गया. ये ऊपर था ना. So I was telling about this was about the university, and now we were telling about the incubation center. in our incubation center, about 25 to 30 programs were arranged, and it encompassed a wide range of activities, which are technical contests, business plan contests, orientation programs, IPR related programs. And we have, our students have just taken part in Baha exhibitions, and in that we got the second prize in the Go Green category. Every year we used to get about 15 our team takes parts in hackathon, and every year first or second prize we get in several categories. And recently our incubation center, ये नहीं चाहिए थी, दूसरी वाली थी अभी जो आया था ना वहां से 20-22 वाली थी जिसका ये तो with the help of our, ये नहीं है दूसरी, ये गलत आ गया शायद, मेल में जाके देखना पड़ेगा, मेल में देखनी GGD का so just I will take just 1 minute, sir, please.
Take your own time.
Sir,
But you can
please.
speak, you don't have to see the slide.
No, because I wanted to show sir something, because
Okay.
they are interesting things to show, sir.
Okay, please.
Because I wanted to show about the details of not only our ये भी नहीं, ये भी वापस, और ये वाला, हाँ ये इसका PPT वाला, ये वाला. Actually there were 2 presentations.
The mixed basically. No problem.
No,
yeah.
so
But
just
please
1
be
minute.
short. 10 minutes is already over.
Sure. I will just, I have talked about that. I will be showing the slides only, sir.
Okay.
Sir, as I told you, this is about our illustrious queen. And now these are the, up next.
Please share your presentation because it's not coming to the screen.
Yeah, this one.
Oh.
Yes. So this was the actual presentation, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. So this is, I told you about, this is the Devi Ahilyabai Holkar,
Go ahead.
known as Lok Mata. And these are the innovations, entrepreneurship. This is the general discussion. And these are the experiments which are carrying out at Devi Ahilya University with this vision. And then this is our incubation center. On 4th October 2018, our it was established officially by our executive council. And then these are the salient features, sir. We already, I told you about that, we hold entrepreneurship awareness camp, and we allot about 20,000 for each product, each effort. And these are the activities organized. They include drone activity, Rachna, Vigyan Savat, Udan, Prarambh, MP Startup Conclave. And these were the activities related to incubation center organized from time to time.
Okay.
And these are again lectures of those who are already established, who are alumni, or who are having well-established startups, who have been converted into entrepreneurships. These are held. And these are the lectures of all those entrepreneurs have been organized every year. This is how the awareness is created through the lectures, through the expert speakers. And then again, these are the various glimpses of several programs. And then we are also having e-summit, in which we had a well-organized program was there, in which we had e-summit was there, and these were the keynote speakers who are CEOs of different universities, CEO of Harvard University, founder Chai Sutta Bar for TEDx, and then Hamish Madan, who was also a speaker who was also a corporate trainer. So this big program was organized by our university. And then this is about our innovation and incubation center. We had invited ideas, or our team won rupees 1 lakh prize in hackathon 2018. And then Smart India also, again our team won several prizes. I was referring to Baha. In that, our students had made, our mechanical engineering students had made a vehicle, and that got second prize. It lasted for all 10 laps, and then it got second prize. These are the, again, hackathon in 22 also our two teams won the prizes. And this is the vehicle I was referring. This testing vehicle was there, and we always participate in that. ये क्या हो गया बेटा? This is, we are also having Aero Club, which we also have a competition for making drones. Next, कहाँ गया? And these are the startups which are registered at DAVV Incubation Center. We are already nurturing these startups. About 30 startups are there, and we provide, our faculty help them to provide technology development and these types of things. We are also having patents also. These in the last year we are having about, in the last 4-5 years we have been granted around 20 patents. So I thank you very much, and I apologize for
No, it's okay.
for the disturbance caused by presenting second one. So these are, I told you something about the efforts we are making at our university. मतलब हम लोगों का सर यही एम है कि हम जितने भी हमारे स्टार्टअप्स हैं, क्योंकि आज के ज़माने में ये नीड ऑफ द आवर बन गए हैं, और वी हैव टू नर्चर ऑल द स्टार्टअप्स, उनको बच्चों को भी मोटिवेट करना है। उसके लिए सर पूरी यूनिवर्सिटी से आइडियाज़ इनवाइट करते हैं, और उसके बाद फिर हम उनको थोड़ा सपोर्ट करते हैं। आइडिया अगर रीजनेबल लगता है, प्रोडक्ट में बदलने जैसा लगता है कि इट कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू प्रोडक्ट्स, then we support them.
Okay.
This is what we do at Devi Ahilya University, sir.
Thank you, Reniji, for giving this elaborate
Thank you, sir.
description about incubation centers and the ideas. And we will have the question answer when we finish all those lectures.
In the end.
Okay, at the end, basically.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much.
I'll invite you the next speaker. Professor Chalam is there?
Chairman sir, our next speaker is Professor Subhash Chaudhary from Nagpur. With your permission, I would like to invite Professor Chaudhary.
Yeah, please
Sir,
go ahead and do that. Yeah. Dr. Chaudhary, please, Professor Chaudhary, stick to time, please, because we have a time strain also. Because the question answer is much better, because we can interact with the students and participant rather than giving them too many lectures.
अपनी बंद होगी ना शेयर?
Yeah. Please go ahead, Subhashji.
Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, good evening. The session is under the title of Nurturing Research and Innovation Ecosystem, in which this session is focusing on innovation and entrepreneurship ideas to impact. Next. So now these are the entrepreneurship fuels job creation and wealth generation. Innovation drives economic. Innovation drives economic growth and societal progress. And innovation leads to the development of new products, services, and technologies that improves our lives and creates opportunities for business. And these innovation and entrepreneurs both go hand in hand with innovation providing the foundation for entrepreneurs ventures. Now, these ideas turns research and innovation into impactful commercial activities. Next. So, what are the barriers to innovation in entrepreneurship? The lack of innovation is the key for success, that everyone knows, because entrepreneurs, if the entrepreneurs doesn't undertake any innovation or adopt any innovation, then product may lag in the market. So the different factors are lack of resources, unwilling towards new risk, lack of diversity, bureaucracy, resistance to change, and lack of employee recognition. Next. So the basic part which I want to here focus is on role of universities or higher education in creating an environment for innovation. That is nurturing a culture of creativity and exploration. Now these are the points on which I would like to focus more. Investing in research and development. Every universities or higher institutions are having some fund or made uh, uh, deviate some fund for research and innovation and development so that the students can undertake such innovative practice or innovative product as. And secondly, it may be helpful for the entrepreneurs. Attracting entrepreneurs to invest for research under CSR. Now, Government of India has opened this CSR fund for research activity also to take the tax benefit. This can be useful to attract more industries for funding for innovations. And it would be helpful to accommodate more number of students for undertaking the different innovative projects, fostering collaboration among entrepreneurs. Now, this is the most important part which our university has undertaken. Since last few months, we are arranging these collaboration and meet of entrepreneurs and industrialists of Vidarbha area. And there we came across a lot of problems and the new avenues for research and innovations. There we got one idea that the most of the industries are not knowing about their cluster of universities. Even the raw material or semi-finished product which are available in the same area, they bring from outside. And when we brought all industrialists at one platform, then they got realized that these materials or raw materials or finished semi-finished products are available within our area, and that is one part where the industries can have the minimum cost product, and that part is helpful to minimize the cost of any product, so that the industries and academia or universities or higher institution cannot go in isolation. So only innovations and research will not serve the purpose unless industries are willing to do that. And only industries are not capable of doing, all industries means, all industries are not capable of doing research, because the bigger industries can undertake the research and innovative practices or activities so that they can improve their product. But the thing is that the major 80% industries are such that they cannot afford researches and innovations. And in such case, universities can play that role. And those problems, we also come across such many problems from the industries that those problems can be solved, resolved, or solution can be found out by our students. That means we can get more number of problems for the student to undertake innovative activities or researches. Now then, promoting education and skill development. Here also, whenever we need to promote the students for any innovation, universities can start the training of training to students, training to before this slide I have mentioned that reluctancy for any change. So if we train the staff of the industries also, the product can be enhanced, and that is required. Industries can, universities can play that role also. Here in promoting skill development, university can run the skill courses for training the student as well as the industrial staff. Now fostering a safe space for experimentation and incubation. Now this is also possible if the university come forward for the industries. This is our good experience that because of this continuous interaction and meetings, now in this month, 27, 28 and 29, Vidarbha Industrial Expo is going to arrange in our campus, and all industries from Vidarbha area are coming together along with startups and investors, and there their mutual interaction, and university is the knowledge partner with them. And under the banner of Khasdar Audyogik Mahotsav, which is the brainchild of Honorable Central Minister Gadkari. So this Mela is being arranged in this month from 27 to 29. And there we got these ideas that most of the industries are in need, and they were not aware that university can play these roles. And now most of the industries are approaching to us for giving the solution for their industrial product, industrial process, technology, or business model. There are different types of innovation which can be dealt with or discussed. Then next, providing access to cutting edge facilities and resources. No other place is available in the nearby area or in every district or in every university region where multidisciplinary faculty and resource person are available. Even laboratories are available, machines are available at one place in one campus only. And if the industries can take benefit of that, and that's why here the university has to come forward to call these industries and to showcase their products, their machines, their researches, their experts, their subject experts, so that they can put their problem and they can forward their problem to the universities. If we gather number of problems, then definitely the more number of students can undertake such type of activities. Then promoting interdisciplinary collaboration. Of course, it is well said by chairman of the AIU that there should be collaboration. Only lab to land should not be the way, but there should be a complete loop from land to lab also. So here Nagpur University has already approached to the land. That means in rural areas, they are collecting their problems and trying to bring it in laboratory so that the socio-economic development can be done. Some innovations can be done by the students so that this internship or some skill programs can be accommodated there. And because in NEP, more number of more number of internship is required, which can be solved through such activity, and no need to depend upon the government or the state to provide the internship to the student. University has to come forward and design the internship questions, and so that student can go on field or land to collect the problems. There are so many scope that the innovations can be done. We always think about the research and invention for high-end technology or high-end research, but there are many such local need which can be resolved or the solution can be found out. Then organize industry academia meet connecting startups with angel investor, venture capital, and funding opportunity. This eighth point we are organizing from 27 to 29. All these are coming under one under one roof, and the students, industries, and other interested stakeholders can come there. We are providing their either training, support, investors for their startups, their idea to convert their idea into that is product, scalable product also. So we have incubation centers also. We can provide more space for the incubation to resolve some of these issues. So this is the main slide where I want to focus that universities can do this. The drastic change can be done. And definitely if the proper support and the ecosystem is developed, then all will be benefited, industries, entrepreneurs, students, as well as the stakeholders. Next slides. Next slide, please. So now conclusion from idea to impact. Once idea comes, then we need to convert into the product or something useful entity so that the impact should be visualized. So now turning idea into reality, then driving economic growth and social progress, continuing the journey. So from idea to impact turns research and innovation into impactful commercial activity. So this is what I want
So, okay,
to
बताइए.
show my session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Subhash ji. Such a nice and elaborate presentation, and we'll have a question answer later on. So now we have a third presentation.
Sir, our third speaker for this session is Professor R.V.R. Krishnachelam from Hyderabad. And with your permission, I would like to invite Professor Chelam.
Please go ahead. Welcome, Dr. Challam.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and to the dignitaries of the dais on the dais. First of all, I would like to thank the General Secretary and the Chairman for giving this opportunity. So entrepreneurship from idea to impact. We have created our own model for Voxen University. There are 10 points that I would like to take
Can
it
you
up.
tell about your university first, please? Little bit, two lines. What is university does? What is where it is situated?
This is Voxen University. Voxen University is situated in Hyderabad, outskirts of Hyderabad. And we have 7 schools, with School of Technology, School of Business, School of Design, School of Architecture, School of Liberal Arts and Humanities, School
And
of Science.
how old this university is?
This is 2.5 years old now.
2.5 years.
We have started as a School of Business. Our MBA programs are QS World Ranked with 100 QS World Rank for MBA Financial Services. QS World Rank for Business Analytics is 150.
Okay.
And World Rank for General MBA General Management is 200.
How could you get the 2.5 years such a ranking?
No, it's not about the university, the programs. We, as a school, we have started as a School of Business and later converted as a university.
Okay. Please go ahead. Your presentation.
We are basically more emphasized on internationalization, basically. And we have collaborated with more than 238 universities across 42 countries. And so our model of working is a bit different from the regular universities that we generally have it.
Sir,
So
you are not walking, you are flying basically, your university.
So the objective is the founder has a clear vision that he wanted to get into World 50 rank by 2030. So I started with it. With that vision that obviously things would have to move in a different pace. Today's topic, entrepreneurship on idea to impact. So I want to delve into the journey from conceiving an idea to create a tangible impact, a journey that is not only challenging, but also immensely rewarding. The first point that I would like to discuss is the motivation of the students, right? The 10 points that I would like to dwell on. And the first point is the motivation of the students. Entrepreneur is antaprerana. Unless a student have that antaprerana, you don't become an entrepreneur, right? How do I identify the students, whether they have that antaprerana to evolve themselves as an entrepreneur, right? If that is there, then obviously we can take it up further. To do that, what kind of activities that we can think about doing? Inspiring and motivating them with all these startups who had a success story. It could be our own alumni, or it could be startups who had reached at a certain stage. So we used to invite all the top unicorns from Flipkart, Swiggy, and Ola and other company founders, Baiju and other company founders, to get them to have a dialogue with our students. So that is the first step that we have started initiating. And while doing that, it was understood that all these startup founders are actually solving a societal problem, that they were able to look onto that problem and they were able to find an opportunity. The problem has been conceived as an opportunity. So they were able to identify that problem and they were able to identify it as an opportunity for a business, and they have started working on it. So that was a motivating factor. So that was the first point, that we have started working with our students for motivation. And the second part is the students are subjected to societal problems. So the students who are being taken up to various societal issues. It could be very, very nasty kind of thing, like going to a solid waste management dumping yard, or it could be to a heavy traffic area, or it could be a flood prone zone, or it could be towards going to a mortuary, or going to eye hospital, right? Or going to a premature, what we call prenatal medical health center. So these are the areas that students are being taken into different localities to understand what they try to see, not as an not for the purpose that they generally go for the hospital and other things, but to understand how the operations are going on, what is the areas that they can start thinking on, and what kind of improvement that can be made. So like this, we had started working with various different kind of societal problems, including Innovate India challenges. All students are being given this Innovate India challenges and other things, and then multiple field visits to get into them. So that is the second part that I feel that where they can identify the societal problem and then they pick up a problem that can be solved, right? So and which has a proper business. To understand that whether it has a business potential or not, they've started asking them to work on the secondary market research and the primary market research, right? Once they started working, then they understood that what is the potential? Is there any kind of solution that is available across the world? Are there any, what kind of challenges are there in terms of technology, or in terms of service, or in terms of solution creation, or in terms of the possible business potential? So these are the particular aspect that they are supposed to start working on. And this process has been initiated after first semester itself. So we do not want to start this part at fag end of the course at the third year or the fourth year. As a career choice, the student has to start working on this first year, after the first year, second semester onwards. Because by first year, first semester, they settle down themselves. And second semester onwards, they start working towards understanding what is my career and how I would like to pursue my career. The third point, to support the students on this journey, on the career path journeys. So how we can intervene on the curriculum part of it. So we have started working, all the faculty have sat together and started working on the modifications that we can do in terms of the curricular journey to make them understand how a problem is to be identified first, how a problem statement is to be converted. Today, you have umpteen number of tools. If you are able to really identify the problem and make a problem statement, you can get a solution with all the tools that are available, right? But identifying the problem and creating a problem statement is one of the biggest challenge. How do we do that? That is the first part that has to be done. So that is the first thing. Instead of problem solving skills, problem identifying skills and problem statement making skills are more important. That's what we have understood, and we started working on improvement in towards the curriculum changes on this. The second part is whether the students have opportunity to pick up their career-based courses within the framework that is available. Say, for example, some students would like to go for placement. Some students would like to go for higher education and research. Some students would like to go for entrepreneurship, right? Do the framework has that facility or provision? How do we make that facility? How the students can pick up that career choice and start working towards that area? This is the third part that we had started working. So in the process, we had.
Sir, can you just finish it, please?
Yeah, please. So in the process, we have started including various subjects that would be required for them in terms of design thinking, in terms of the business plan making, or in terms of the accounts related, in terms of how to do the pitching. So these are certain bucket of courses that the students can pick up. And the third part, the fourth part is the team dynamics. So the most important point for any idea to get success and to create an impact, the most important is how the team is. For example, a technology team person would not be able to understand how the business has to be operated, right? And a design without a proper design, you will not be able to understand how we can create a shape of the product. So how we are creating that team, the cohorts of the team is very important. So we have asked each of the team to understand the societal problems or their field visits and ask them to do presentation by a group of students of the individual disciplines in front of the other disciplines. Now they understood that there are gap areas among themselves and started collaborating themselves and creating good teams. So there were now teams with diverse background from technology, business, science, design, law, accounts. Like this, the students have grouped themselves and become a team. So that is the next aspect that we have started. The most important factor, another factor that we also need to understand is the faculty. So do faculty, how the faculty also has to support the system. Most of our APIs or KPI and KRS do not define anything for the journey that is being supported towards the entrepreneur journey of the student for faculty, right? So we have made a policy where the KPIs and KRAs of the faculty are mapped to the work that is being contributed along with the student journey. Second, we made a faculty internship, faculty entrepreneurship policy.
क्यों नहीं आके बताया कि हम शाम को आएंगे? इससे हमसे कोई मतलब नहीं. Be punctual. नहीं.
So the faculty entrepreneurship policy where the faculty along with the student can become an entrepreneur. One of the biggest bottleneck that most of the institutions would have is they do not permit the faculty to do other than that faculty role. They are not allowed to do any other work in any other company or other things. So that is the second aspect that we are trying to solve. So the students, the faculty are being allowed to work along with the students, and they are part of the companies along with the students. So the policy that's been also created for them to facilitate that their KPIs, KRAs, and everything is being included. They would not have any problem in terms of their incentives or in terms of their appreciation and other. So that is the other factor that we have started working. Now the ideas that are being identified by most of the students are being validated, has to be validated by a proper industrial and business people. So we bring in experts. It's not the academicians only that validate the ideas, right? So we as an academician probably would not know how the business or how the idea would be flaring it up, or how it will be whether it will become successful or not, whether you are able to see the potential of it. So we try to bring in a lot of industrial experts, business people who are successful.
We have to stop it here and we'll ask it during the question.
Another 2 minutes.
Now 2 minutes is too much. You have taken 15 minutes, more than 15 minutes. You must try to understand that this is the show on time. We are teacher. We have to finish on time.
Sure. So these are the various aspects. There are few more points that since we have time limitations, I would not be going on to that. But this is what we have started working towards it. And then it was the change that we are trying to bring in to create the ideas, and that can convert in creating a big impact into the society. Thank you. And I hope university has a very key role in terms of seed funding and then credit recognition. That is one more important point. The students who are working on building the products or service or solution should have ample time to work on such things. So we have created a semester substitution and a year substitution model where the student would not need to do any kind of courses during the semester substitution and year substitution. So they can take up their idea development, prototype development, POC development, and then that would be evaluated by a jury, right? And equated towards the technology readiness level, manufacturing readiness level, investment readiness level, and marketing readiness level. All these aspects are also been graded, and then equivalent credits would be given to the students. So these are various steps that I feel that that would create a big impact on the making an entrepreneur. Thank you once again for giving the opportunity, and sorry for extending my speech. Thank you.
Okay. I think, is there any more speaker?
No, sir. We
Okay.
had only 3 speakers.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank all the speaker, Professor Renu Jain and Professor Subhash Chaudhary and RBR Chellam, for giving their presentation on entrepreneurs and also incubation, how we can go forward. I think Dr. Renu Jain talked about the tribal movement and also NEP and all the infrastructure which has been created since 2018 onwards. Right? Yes. And I think Subhash Chaudhary was also very elegant in presenting a paper on time and telling about the various views. R.B. Chellan talked about the antarprerna. I think this is the very good word, that until unless you have a inclination to do something different, you're not able to do it. I think all the 3 speakers has spelled very nicely and very elegantly about the entrepreneurship. Now this floor is open for question answer. Kindly ask the question in short and tell about whom you are addressed, and then they will answer the question. They will try to answer your queries. Please go ahead. If any question is there from the audience, and also from the teachers and professors who are sitting there.
Can I go ahead, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
I am Professor Vishwas, VC of the AIU. I just want to ask both, because both of them made a point that curriculum revamping is essential. You said education for promoting skills and all that. So have you tried to introduce certain kind of courses, like for example, you said societal problems? There are a lot of universities who are doing social entrepreneurship. Babson is known for that worldwide. And similarly, there are other kind of things. Osaka Foundation promotes social entrepreneurship, for example. And I think there has to be a systematic effort to introduce courses on entrepreneurship as well as NEP says, skill enhancement courses. Thank you.
Our university has designed more than 100 skill courses, and they are started either through private skill provider or through colleges also. And the students are opting those skills. And fortunately, Nagpur is now growing industrial hub. So we are providing skilled manpower to those industries also as per their need. So, and as per their skill requirement, we are introducing new skills. That is one part. And there is a demand from industries also that can university scale up or scale up their product, or can add efficiency to their process. So these are some questions which are which have been passed on, and we have resolved the issues. One of the big industry, Haldiram factory, Haldiram product. Many more machines have been developed in our area. And not only industries, students are getting more benefit than their problem solutions. So that is one which we can. And students, we are giving training on entrepreneurship also, awareness program training, and even we are giving support to establish their own units also.
What is the budget of your institute, basically, Nagpur, if I had to ask them you?
So our budget is more than 250 crores.
Oh, very good. That's wonderful. I understand. Then you can do it better. Next, somebody else.
So that's why interdisciplinary approach is required, and our commerce and management faculty is working on that. The companies from Bombay also, they have started their courses in our university. And your point is now being taken up by the university.
Okay, thank you, Subhashi. Any other question? Anybody? Okay, if there is no question, okay, go ahead. If there is question, I can see anybody from the audience because the camera is not there, so I couldn't see anybody. Okay, I have one question with Professor Renu. You tell about the tribal women. What are the challenges that tribal women face to start with entrepreneurs, businesses? And how do you deal with them? I can't hear you. You are mute, looks like.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Uh.
no.
Uh.
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sir, for the tribal women, there are several hurdles are there. But now, with the support of our government, MP government is supporting them a lot, and our faculty members also. They are some of them are from tribal region, so they also support them. So sometimes we arrange their exhibitions of their products, and we encourage them. And there are so many MSMEs are there which are supporting them. At university level also some small startups are there, because one of them is making dolls, small dolls. So for that we arrange exhibitions and we ask them to go for that. And we are also having our Deen Dayal Kaushal Kendra, in which there are several skill development courses are there, and through them also we try to approach the tribal women.
As you know that the Amul started with this kind of entrepreneurship with the women from the village, and now it has taken a great leap, at least in the milk production. So I think some of the ideas of the women can be catered. See, MSMSC is very different because they provide some kind of funding and you can start up. But in being entrepreneurship is a big scale. So how do you differentiate between the MSMSC and your entrepreneurship?
Actually, for the tribal women, we have small programs are there, because sometimes at some occasions, suppose at Diwali or Raksha Bandhan, sometimes small products they are making, and we provide them a market in the university only, on a small scale only, not a very big scale.
Okay,
but on the biggest scale, I think
one step towards promoting them.
Yeah. And otherwise the government is helping them to have sahayata group. Sir, बहुत सारे जो सहायता group हैं, cooperative only, they are having their own groups and they are supported mainly by the government. University does not play a very important role in that. We are simply helping them out. जो अमूल टाइप का movement, we are not having that. I should accept that.
No, I just give an example.
In our startup,
it took around 40 years to do that. You can't do it in one day.
Actually, in our startup, we have taken so many products which can help them directly or indirectly. जैसे यहाँ पर है सर, एक solar system का है, solar cookers are there, solar dryers are there which they can use. Sometimes we demonstrate them, we invite them for the we arrange lectures for them. तो इस टाइप से सर थोड़ा सा हेल्प करते हैं, not directly sir.
Okay.
Not on a very big scale, sir.
Okay. Is any other question from the speakers, from the audience?
I suppose not, sir. I think.
Okay. So I have one question with Dr. Chelam, if you do not mind. You say about entrepreneur. How do you get to know that this boy or this group of the boys has some kind of burning desire to start up those things, because they are young, because they come in a BTech program or just 12th grade? What mechanism you follow to really identify that kind of skill in the students?
Thank you, sir. The most important point that what I was discussing is while we take them to the field visits and then ask them to face all
some example of one of the companies that you got the ideas from them.
Yeah, more than a company, based on our students' field visit, how they were able to actually create ideation and then got into entrepreneur journey, that I can share with you.
Yes.
Students have been asked to visit nearby villages and spend a week there to understand how the lifestyle of a village would be there, and then start understand. They will not be asking any questions and other things. They will be only just observing what is the lifestyle and how they are able to run their lifestyle and other things. So going through that, they were able to identify that the entire rural village areas are completely self-sufficient and they are not dependent on any part of the cities and other things. It's a very new aspect for the students who are actually, because our students are mostly from urban areas, So it is very new aspect for them. And they are able to see that there are a lot of sustainable practices that are being followed at each and every part of the lifestyle of the rural part of the community. So that is a big inspiration for the students. The second part is the solid waste management, how they are been managing the solid waste management. They went to the dumping yard and other things and identify that how this solid waste is being segregated and where at all it is being moved from the location of the collection to the different parts of the country, and how what is the potential of that. Among that, they have identified that
there is a problem in understanding myself. You said they are self-sufficient and they're cut off from the city. And now you are telling me that they go and supply these waste material to a different part of the country. How they develop these kind of
there
things?
are two
Is it
different
two different
aspects.
things?
Yeah, two different things. I'm discussing on two different aspects.
Right.
One is the solid waste management collection.
I know you are environmental scientist, so you are much more interested in those, which is very good.
Is sustainable practices.
I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah. So both are two different things that are being observed by the students.
My question was that how do you recognize the entrepreneur from the students? That's what I'm asking question.
Yeah, I'm coming for that one. So as part of the solid waste management, they have identified that there are a lot of electronic waste that are being dumped into the dumping yard and which has huge potential of restoring the usable products of this electronic materials and other things. And they start working that how this can be identified and then this can be processed. And similarly, how and what kind of potential that it has in terms of secondary market and tertiary market on rehabilitation or what we call refurbishing of these electronic products and other things. So that is another, that is the area that the students are able to identify. And then they see that there is a big potential. That is one inspiration part that they were able to get in from that.
Okay, I got it. Professor Renu, you have some question. You're mute.
Renu is in mute. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, actually what we do in our university, we invite ideas from the students. We are having management students, commerce students, as well as engineering students. So one of the ideas very interesting I would like to share. One of our MBA student was interested in making the pani puris. So what he did in the beginning, he started on the very small scale. Now he is having 100 crore company. So it has been converted into a small startup starting from pani puris of different flavors. He has made it into a very big company, a multinational company. So this is how what we do. We invite ideas. Pardon?
No, what different idea he did? What
he used different flavors, and now he is selling them in the powder form. All the flavors, different flavors, and he are exporting them into powder form. And there, just by adding water, they can have different types of flavors.
Okay.
So he has made it into a big
basically,
MNC.
this is known as pharmacology formulation.
Yeah.
So he does some formulation. You put the water in the right temperature, and you can drink it or you can eat it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
So this type of things we are doing.
All right. Thank you so much. I think since there is no more questions. Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, just to explain that you create an environment for a student, they visit to the village, a remote area, and they learn the ecosystem, how they're practicing, and they learn basically. So I think that's the extension question of the director, sir, that is the name of Antaprana. It reflects something like, inspiration and motivation is, I think that's the meaning are very different. So something coming inside is basically Antaprana, but when you environment, you learning something is a motivation. So motivation, this is something, the environment, I think that is the word is using one's inside. It is like when consciousness goes to high level and supravertical consciousness and you realize something, do 4 levels to a kutumbakam and you realize something. But when we learn from others, like to seeing you are doing something and so it's the word maybe is misused here. I mean, just maybe this thing can be rethink over it when the name of Antaprana. So this is the Swaprana, Antaprana and Antadarshanam. there's different word, I think, this thing. So maybe terminology is maybe reflecting another meaning. So, but really that is inspiring thing that they, when they get exposure and they learn from society and maybe rural areas, like when like we using the plastic cups to eat when in the tea, and there you say that the you know the domestic cooler they use. So so that's when you come to city side and you start taking the cooler and using. But something is when entrepreneur goes, it's very deeper meaning of thing that, and that can create new thing, new ideas, maybe new invention to solve the problem of SDG problem, environment problem in that way. So anyhow, that is rethink about entrepreneur.
Yeah. So for example, for a class of 60 students, if also 60 students going to the
Can you
same
introduce yourself, sir?
I think, sir, it is just like कोई चीज करने का जो जुनून है, जज्बा है, that is called in that connection that can be called entrepreneur. और अभी आजकल सर ने बताया जो कुल्हड़ का जो यूज करना, तो अब तो ईटेबल कंटेनर्स बनाए जा रहे हैं. पहले कंटेनर जैसे जस्ट लाइक कोन है, ऐसे कंटेनर फॉर टी ऑल्सो. टी लीजिए, उसके साथ वो बर्तन भी खा जाइए. दिस टाइप ऑफ इनोवेशन हैज बीन डन इन आवर प्लेस.
Very nice.
That is really good.
Eatable utensils.
So why I was calling it as Antaprerna, actually, I just wanted to clarify that. Say, out of 60 students who go and try to observe the things, not every student is motivated to become inspired or motivated, self-motivated and other things. So it is all about the perception who has that Antaprerna were able to identify that this problem can become a business solution. So that is how I was trying to relate that it's an Antaprerna.
Can I speak something?
Yeah,
on this
please.
point?
Yeah, please.
I think our teachers and those faculty members who are motivating all these things, they may have, there may be possibility that we call our students who and give them opportunity to express themselves. What is their antaprerna?
Yes.
And
yes.
that way, those things may be brought out, and they may be then they may be motivated to go to the villages and other things, and they whatever they like. So I think that antaprerna can be justified that way.
Sir, can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Professor Baidyanath Lab, Vice Chancellor, Sanchi University of Buddhist Indic Studies, Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh.
Thank you. Sir, you also? Sir, you also introduce yourself.
Dr. Alok Mishra, Joint Secretary, Bharatiya Vishwavidyalaya Sangh.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sir, regarding this entrepreneur and all that, out of 100 students, every mind has its own idea. Everyone, 50% has some entrepreneur. But all those ideas cannot be converted into product, creative product and all that. Even if he thinks that I want to do that, the main part is missing link, that is facility. Then resource to be provided, platforms where experiments and all those to be done. And after getting all those also, what would be the hand-holding facility to make him entrepreneur? All these three are different. Entrepreneurs are different. Innovation is different. Research is different.
Yes.
They are not same.
Okay.
But to convert idea into something productive concept is the invention. Research has its own target. And here entrepreneurs can use these two concepts to lead his business. But the thing is that the very missing part is to nurture, to provide the facilities for such young mind to move forward. And to identify those is really difficult. It needs some mechanism. There should be interaction with the students or the young minds. Then only one-to-one, that is one-to-one, after discussing one-to-one face-to-face, we can identify that this guy can go for the business or entrepreneur or research. That is my idea.
Thank you so much. If there is no more discussion, can I close it right now? Because it has been enough time we have given. So
yes, sir. Just a small ceremony. And before that, I would like to thank our chairperson, Professor Ramashankar Verma, who so graciously agreed to save us at the 11th hour call, and who, even though he was in the online mode, had a very streamlined and controlled the proceedings of the session so well. Thank you very much, sir. I also
Thank you.
thank on behalf of AIU and Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya all the speakers in the session. And before we conclude this session, just a small ceremony, the presentation of mementos. I invite Professor Dr. Jyoti Verma. Jyoti Verma, madam, please come over and present a memento to Professor Subhash Chaudhary. A memento for Professor Krishna Chelam. I'll take the opportunity. At the end, a small announcement that tea will be served here, so please remain seated. And thereafter, at 6, we'll start our cultural program. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all the speakers, Professor Renu, Professor Subhas, Professor Chalam, and also the organizer. Thank you for giving me opportunity in this one. Thank you so much. Good night.
We thank the chair, sir.
Thank you, Professor Renu.